Good morning, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News with a Bachelor recap, a guy's review. I take notes, read them back to you, no edits, jump cuts, or anything like that. We get down to our final four, but how we get there, that's what this episode's all about. I don't know. I mean, sometimes these are my favorite recaps because I find out that there's really not much to talk about. It's kind of the quiet before the storm. Oh, the hurricane's coming, but why is it nice and sunny out? Just wait. There'll be destruction. So duct tape your windows shut, get ready for the party, and let's do it. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals for stand-up show updates. I'll be in Phoenix March 28th if you want to see me do a headlining spot at the Improv. I'll have Clayton Eckert as a special guest for that. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to be at the after party. It's going to be a ton of fun. And don't forget, every day on Patreon at noon Central Time, patreon.com/Dave Neal, and the hit podcast Bachelor Rush Hour will be hinting at some of the big upcoming moves we got going on. It's a big week for us over here at Bachelor Rush Hour, so go check that out. All right, so let's get into it. The women show up in Jasper, which isn't a friendly ghost. It's a winter wonderland in Canada. I don't know. I thought Jasper, the friendly ghost. Okay. The women walk in. They love the decor, right? It's a great advertisement for Canada. I mean, clearly, this place, sometimes they're like, ladies, pack your bags. We're going to Cleveland. And it's like, okay, whatever. But now it's like, all right, pack your bags. We're going to go to one of the most beautiful places in the world. And you don't have to travel to the Swiss Alps. It's right there. It's right near us. Everyone can go visit. I've never been, but I would do that for Christmas. Wouldn't that be fun? So, unmatched beauty. The Bachelor producers will find a way to trash up Jasper. They're like, it looks so nice. What if we just bring our white trash family in here and ruin the linens? Anyone else enjoy seeing Jesse out here? It's become the Jesse Palmer show for me. I don't know about you guys. I enjoy seeing Jesse get a little bit better at tennis every week. Let's just change the show to the leads make Jesse do fun new things, right? And if anyone's wondering, Jesse's a former professional athlete. A lot of people forget he played professional football. He sort of makes fun of it like he wasn't that good or whatever, because he wasn't like a star, but the dude can hold his own, you know what I mean? As far as athletically speaking, I think I could hold my own against Joey too. Now, I'm not saying I could beat him, but I think if Joey was like, hey, Dave, you want to go play some tennis? I think he would be surprised at some of the old moves I got after I knock off the rust. That could just be the old white man confidence, but yeah, you got to have something, right? Anyway, Joey says that they're here just for me, and I believe that. He's like, yeah, the ladies are here just for me, and I'm like, well, Daisy's got a book to sell. No offense to that. It's the late stage capitalism. You got to sell your book. Sell that book. Daisy's got the first one-on-one date. Let's go over Daisy. Oh boy, you can't beat that. And this is where it starts to get interesting because we start working on multiple one-on-one dates, right? It's not about who's going to get a one-on-one. It's who's going to get a second one-on-one. This is the time of season where we see who the front runners really are, and Joey buries the lead here and shows Daisy doing a thing or two. They go ride some horses, which they can do safely because they're not pregnant. Moving on. Literally picture perfect scenery. This makes a cinematographer's dream very easy. Although, yeah, I would be a little worried about some bear running up on me. I'd be like, can I have a shotgun? Do we have anyone with a shotgun? I'm all about my Second Amendment rights when it comes to not having bears attack me. That's what I care. I don't care about some hick who lives next to me with a bunch of guns. I care about the bears. Will they come after me? Can I at least get some bear spray? I don't know. Is that a thing? Are they afraid of horses? I feel like if I was Joey riding along in a horse, that would look like an appetizer to a bear. What do I know? Maybe the horses stomp them out. They get into their bathing suits. Very attractive couple alert here. Hold on, folks. Oh my gosh. Too many ab muscle. I didn't know Joey was this ripped. What are you doing? What are you doing? Have a breadstick. Live a little bit. You know what I mean? Give some for the rest of us. They go into the standard portable jacuzzi, which they bring into every episode. Where do they get this? I think they must buy a new one because they're not just, I don't know if they're flying Southwest and they get to bring 2 free checked bags and a jacuzzi. I don't know where this thing comes from. But always a standard jacuzzi that looks like it's just, holding together by strings. Either way, lots of fluids flowing through that filter system is all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. On the evening portion of the date, she admits she isn't there yet with Joey, but she could see herself getting there, which, isn't always what you want to hear. He's like, yeah, well, I'm here. and I took you on the good second one-on-one with a hot tub, so I thought we were going to get frisky and maybe bump and grind a little bit. Joey gives Daisy the rose. Very nice. Move it along. Group date time. We have the group date time. Lumber Jills, Kelsey, Maria, Jen, and who's the other one? Rachel? Is that do we have this right? I wrote Maria down. I wrote Mary down. Just random names. Just random people's names. The four women look petrified for this date. They're like, what's the purpose here? Why are we getting dirty? We just got our nails done. Let me tell you, ladies, don't get your nails done before going to Jasper. You don't get your nails done in Jasper. You split wood, which is what Daisy did in the hot tub. Maria, not happy, sharing Joey after an awesome one-on-one date. I get it. So this is going to be kind of like the Maria show. And by the way, good form here on her move. You know, while the axe didn't stick, it's a pretty good shot. She had good front leg, arched lower back. I mean, I know she's like, I'm a glamper, but I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be near her with an axe, even though, you know, we know she wouldn't be able to hit the target. She'd be close enough. So they do an obstacle course. Where they do elk milk chugging, they flip logs. I mean, look, this looks like a pretty good workout. I know no one's there to get a workout in, but hey, this is the Canadian P90X right here. Rachel is a boss, downs the elk milk. I don't know, guys. Again, I'm all here for, I don't know if this is PETA probably doesn't enjoy the scene. There's a lot of scenes on the show PETA wouldn't enjoy. Well, but they're no fun. You know what I mean? Lactose intolerant. And who knows? It probably wasn't really elk milk. They say these things on the show. You know, they're allowed to lie. It's probably just milk. So maybe it's oat milk for all we know. No, that's got the animal drip. You know what I mean, to it. And if she's lactose intolerant, maybe if she gets chosen for the after party, there might be a little after shardy. You know what I mean? A little after party, after shardy. We've all been there. You're partying, you're wearing your sexy underwear, and next thing you know, you blow a hole through something. You know, it happens to the best of us. People shit their pants partying. I mean, this is it. Where are my cocaine people out there? All right. Kelsey wins. She wins the sort of event. Why? It doesn't matter. While Joey is filming his testimonial, Jen shows up for a smooch. You know, they move him to, a few blocks away, and then she shows up, and the other women get pissed. Maria says, did they forget I have an axe? And we're like, Maria, don't worry, you can't hit a target. Okay, so we officially have the episode where Maria spirals. That's okay. She's not bringing unneeded drama or throwing anyone else under the bus, right? She's just, unlike Sydney and Leia and several others who ruminated and spiraled, oh, you're this, you're that. No, Maria makes it about her. She spirals in a healthy, controlled way. That's the way we have Maria spiraling. And, this graphic says, I no longer agree to the terms. Look, that's the point of the show. I hate it when people say, didn't you know what you signed up for? Again, I always say this. That's like going to all-you-can-eat buffet and then getting massively sick. Didn't you know what you signed up for? Yeah, I knew I signed up for it, but still, my body couldn't handle it. Hometowns, a lot of poop jokes today. Hometowns around the corner. Maria has the freaks. We get it. That's what happens. So Jen wanted clarity. Then Kelsey wanted clarity. Everyone's like trying to get clarity, and then basically he gives everyone clarity. Then they all realize, since they all have clarity, there's no clarity. Like if all of them have equal amounts of clarity, then they're all like, no, I'm 100% sure it's me. It's like, well, that's not how this show's going to work as far as it goes historically. He only picks one. Now, could you have some sort of friends with benefits where he says, look, I'm going to pick all of you guys. We're going to keep partying and see what happens. Maybe. I don't know if Maria would stand for that. She confronts Joey and says it doesn't sit right with her to see him kissing the others. Says she doesn't know if she can do this anymore. We get it. We understand. It sucks. You want to feel like you are top dog. And in this world, you're not. She walks away and cries in the other room, says she doesn't want him to think it's him because it's not. This is her issue. Joey connects with Maria, shares his experience being blindsided by Charity and how it was all worth it. Again, that's kind of like survivor's bias because he became the Bachelor. Was it worth it for the runner-up? What was his name? I don't remember because we forget. Group date Rose goes to nobody. He says he needs more time, which was pretty odd, but I can understand. He probably knew he was going to pick Maria, but didn't want to give it away, and he couldn't just pick somebody else. So it's kind of like one of those, maybe he didn't want to reward Maria in that moment. I don't know. Group date rose goes to nobody. Maria says she doesn't respect the no rose handout. Well, poor Joey. It's no win in the small setting of group dates. Yeah, when it's a bigger roof date, you can throw a pity group rose to anybody. But in this setting, it's like, well, you're about to piss off a lot of people. Kelsey is amped to go do the polar plunge. She gets the second one-on-one date, which again, this is big news. To get the second one-on-one date is no laughing matter here. And I love her outlook on life, right? She's like, let's go full force. He's the one who's nervous about it. And she's like, no, we're going to do this. Guys, let me tell you something. Having done multiple polar bear plunges on New Year's Day in Rhode Island, I'm not saying that's the coldest place to do a polar bear plunge, but the water's 33 degrees. I mean, what's the difference between that or 29? I mean, cold is cold, right? And having done ice baths and things like that, I got to tell you, it's exhilarating. It's an amazing thing to do. Now, you got to be ready to warm up afterwards. You can't be doing an ice plunge and then, you got to get your core body temperature back to a healthy level, which can take a bit. Either way, they do that. Joey says his feelings for her have grown so much. And Joey, let me tell you what's not growing very much. In the cold plunge, at least. Do I have to spell it out? Your penis. It's not going to be growing very much. It's going to be recoiled back into your abdomen because it needs to protect itself. And it's on the defensive. It's like, we are not ready to party. We are too cold. We are going inside. It turtles. It's no thank you. All right, graphic, too much. It must be interesting as a woman to not know what a guy goes through in cold water. You know what I mean? They go, oh, shrinkage, whatever. It's like, yeah. It is a survival mechanism. We have this crazy set of organs called our balls, right? And we're just supposed to regulate them like we're some papa hen sitting on the egg. Those things are just out willy-nilly. I don't mean to make this a biology lesson for everybody out there, but the old scrote kind of like contracts and expands depending on its outdoor temperatures. Science is crazy. The human body's crazy. And here we are just throwing ourselves into non-lover situations. Cold plunge is a non-lover situation. It is a personal thing. Now she's going to be in the water saying, oh, no one can see my hands for the first time. Let's see what Joey's up to. Let me tell you something. Whatever is packing downstairs during a cold plunge in Jasper, Canada is not a tennis pro-like scenario, okay? That's not a racket you're feeling for, okay? That's the little thing for the pool cue. What's the little chalk thing? That's all you get at that. Okay. Too many images. But hey, you asked for it. No, you didn't. Evening date goes on, but they had a great smooch, so that was good. Joey says his feelings for her have grown so much. All right, we got that. Evening date is a made-for-the-moment date. Possible end game, glowing. Joey calls her a strong, smart, brave woman who knows what she wants. All right, it's this part in the season where we see relationships really start to take root. And, of course, he... no surprises, has Daisy and Kelsey with their one-on-ones. Kelsey looks like the strongest one. I mean, come on. They both looked very sexy together, and they got it. They got something going on. Jesse reveals that there's no cocktail party tonight, and the ladies are very upset. No cocktail party. What are we going to do? Maria walks off the set, asks to speak with Joey, and then the other ladies are like, but I thought we weren't allowed to speak to Joey before. And, she's doing her thing, just taking care of herself. That's all you can do. Roses for Daisy, Kelsey, Maria, and Rachel. No rose for Jen or Kelsey T. So there it is, folks. We've made it to hometowns. Now, I don't know, where are hometowns here? Do we have Hawaii, SoCal? No idea where. Maria's Canada, Kelsey, no idea. So Joey will be logging the frequent flyer miles as we figure out the hometowns. And just like that, the season's going so fast. I've got a ton of content to get to you guys today. Clayton's court hearing I'm going to be sharing, and also some other spoiler videos. So lots to get into. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the alert bell to make sure you are up to date on all of what's going to be dropping. And also, if you want to check out some non-Bachelor content, I plead with you, please give the podcast a shot. It's doing really well as we continue to grow it in 2024. We'll be back with more right after this.